Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. There's actually a lot of transfer news to discuss today. First of all, I hope you all are like doing really well and have had a really good start to the weekend. And football has been like officially back today in terms of the competitive games. We had the Community Shield where Arsenal won. I mean, let them just celebrate the Community Shield trophy. That's all they can do throughout the season, I think. They'll not win much. But anyway, the transfer news, there have been a lot of things coming through. It's just not the Lionel Messi saga, which has been like dragging on for the last 3 4 days and sort of like irritating me. Like, that I was really pissed off by City's concentration only on Lionel Messi and completing the deal. But then there's an important piece of news today that City have bid 35 million pounds for houssem Aourar, and the bid has been rejected. I mean, Lyon are expecting somewhere around 60 million pounds, but then the talk is that the bid to be accepted. I mean, Lyon are looking for somewhere in the middle of 45 to 50 million pounds. So I think if City have genuine interest in Aourar, like we talked. Maybe, I mean, it was a month ago. I think we talked about Aourar, the interest then. So City have bid. That means they really want to bring in that midfielder. I mean, when I see Aourar again, the interest in Aourar, it shows me Pep Guardiola's fascination with those kind of midfielders like Jorginho, who can like really pass the ball long range really well. I think Aourar fits into that mold because you know how aggressively City pursued Jorginho those 2 years back, but we lost the race due to Sari. But then yes, Aourar fits the bill there. And if you ask my opinion, Aourar is even better than Jorginho in terms of the defensive stability he gives and the reading of the game. And still, he's only 23. And we have seen in the Champions League, he like bossed City's midfield which is people like Kevin De Bruyne and not Bernardo Silva, midfield with Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, and Fernandinho. So I think Aourar would definitely be an upgrade on the midfielders we have. Especially, I was a little bit disappointed about the lack of creativity from Rodri this season. I would like to see that more from him, and Aourar would add to that. And also another concern for me about Rodri is that he doesn't drive forward much often. It's like he wants to sit in that holding midfield role and is happy with that. But Aourar is not like that. Rodri also has a good shot on him, but Aourar has a much better shot on him. He likes to just go forward, dribble players. He's a complete package. I think City should go for him. They should offer that 45, 50 million pounds and get the deal done. It will be like really good. I mean, before going on to the Messi saga again, there have been like very good developments on that, on how it could pan out. I mean, let's just have a quick discussion about Koulibali. The interesting thing about Koulibali is that he has been left out of the first team of Napoli today. Napoli had a practice match today against some lower league team in the Italian division, which they won 11-0. I mean, so you can imagine. But Koulibali has been left out of that and he played with the reserves team today, the second team. I think that's, and Costas, Manolas, and I don't know the other defenders. So there was a new centre back pairing for Napoli, which has been rumored that is the pairing which will start the season. So that is a big hint that Napoli feels that it's time to cash in on Koulibali. It's now or never for them. Because if Koulibali signs this contract with Napoli, I think this will be the last biggest contract for Koulibali, and he's 29 already. There'll be not much money on offer for him afterwards after 2 3 years. So Napoli has to cash in on Koulibali, like I've been saying through and through in my past videos. Even though like I've been getting a lot of comments from you lot, a lot of messages from you lot that Koulibali is not for sale. Napoli will never sell Koulibali. Is their prized asset. Well, it's time for Napoli to cash in on their prized asset. I mean, due to this pandemic, Napoli is in a financial crunch, and now Koulibali is not an asset for them. He's a liability for them. He's a liability for Napoli to keep. He can't. Napoli is not in a position to like afford those high wages of Koulibali. They need money from him I mean, they need an influx of cash, which they are seeking through the completion of this Koulibali deal. So Koulibali will go. I I hope he comes to City because he has been our main priority target when we started the transfer window, along with Diego Carlos. We ruled out Diego Carlos now. It's Koulibaly, and it's now or never for City. We don't sign him, we can't compete in the league. I think we'll be competing for the third position, I think, if we don't sign Koulibaly, because Chelsea have seen Thiago Silva, they've completed. News is that another goalkeeper is coming. They're seeking to bringing another centre back. They've completed Ben Chilwell, with whom City was linked to. So if we don't make this signing, it's just gonna push us back. So I think we just need to focus on the signing, and it's good that City have people who understand football, especially in that position of transfer director and all of that, in the upper echelons of the board and management. We don't have someone like a green, I mean, someone like United's Ed Woodward, who just does one deal a transfer window. I don't know how long he takes. Thank God we don't have someone like that. We are bid for Aourar, and we are also concentrating on other deals now. So I just hope that in the next 1 or 2 weeks at the most, the deal for Koulibaly will be completed. Around 70 million pounds should not be a problem for City. Will not be a Should not be a problem for City. Why? We'll discuss after just a couple of minutes, because that is directly related to Messi's transfer saga. But another important piece of news here is that Pep Guardiola, like you all know, in the last 2 3 days, he has been to Barcelona to meet with his family, and the media has just put one and one together, and they've just painted a bit of colors, and they've said he's gone to Barcelona to meet Messi. Of course, Pep will go to Barcelona to meet Messi. Come on, and knowing that he will have to come back in quarantine, right? No, Pep is with his family, and I firmly believe that he has not met with Messi and all of that. So the thing here is that when he comes back, because Spain is in a high risk zone now due to this pandemic, he has to quarantine for a week or 2 weeks, I think. So Pep will not be part of the preseason preparations for Man City. Now, what would this mean? Is it a bit concerning? Yes, I think honestly it's a bit concerning, because Pep was also hinting during the end of this Premier League season that he has some new ideas, some new tactics to try out during the season. So he would like his players to maybe come back a bit more quicker to preseason training and all. But now he is not available. He himself will not be back. Will that have an effect on the season? I don't think so. It will have much effect. But then what it will do is signings like Nathan Ake and Ferran Torres, mainly Ferran Torres in the attacking part, will maybe take that little bit more time to get into the squad, that little bit more time to adapt to Pep Guardiola's methods, what he really wants and all. Because we have seen, I mean, yes, the assistant coaches can tell, but it's different. The influence that is there when Pep, the man himself, is there, is entirely different. The influence on the players and all, like we have seen, I think, previous season in that match when Pep was suspended and Mikel Arteta was a standby in that match against Lyon, I think, where we lost. The players just did not seem to know what to do and all of that. So the presence of Pep is a big factor here, and I think it certainly will have an effect. But what I'm hoping is it not to have such a significant, drastic effect on how we play. It's really important that we start the season on front foot. We start the season with a bang, because Liverpool, they're well rested. They really seem ready, and also their news that Thiago might come to Liverpool, that would just make them even more stronger. So it's important that we really give it our all, especially in the first couple of matches, because once we lose, it will just be an uphill race. I would say the one that blinks first in this mega title race, that's what this is gonna be. And I do think that even Chelsea will at some point of time come, but they will not be sustained due to the inexperience of Lampard and the entire team being together for the first time. But then there's going to be a mega title race between Liverpool and City, and whoever just downs their arm first, or just relaxes that bit first is gonna really suffer. It's gonna really suffer in all those big winter months, those dark months in December, January. That will be the suffering when you see the other team just winning, and you've already lost, and it seems impossible to catch up. Then it will be a test of your mentality, your character, along with those cold winter days, those cold rainy days, playing in hostile grounds, Crystal Palace or Wolves. So for the one who loses one or two matches first, it is really going to be tough to claw themselves back into the game. uh, so I think it's important that we remain positive, all our players remain fit, and other very important thing is we quickly sign up Koulibali and Aourar if possible. I'm more concerned about Koulibali because our second centre back spot is vacant. But again, this brings me back to that Lionel Messi issue. I was just thinking, what will happen if this issue just gets dragged on and on until October 12th or something, and the issue is not resolved? Would it affect Pep? Would it affect the players? Every day being linked to Messi, every day telling that City is offering this much to Messi, that much to Messi, City is offering a private jet to Messi, and all of that. It will, of course, affect the concentration of the players. It will, of course, affect Pep Guardiola more than ever. So what I would like is, the City. I know City is in a tough position now. They can't say that we'll not want Messi and all of that, or Messi is not going to come. What I want is it to be resolved more from Messi's side. Him to be clear if Messi really wants to come, and also the legality of this deal. Everything is fine. Then I think City should just do the deal. City should not. I mean, you all know that I'm really against the deal. I don't want Messi to come. But then, if you ask me, would I want this deal to drag on till October the 12th or whenever the window closes, or would I prefer City just do the deal and move on? I would prefer City do the deal and move on, because if it drags on, we'll not be able to concentrate much, and the concentration. I mean, and the way we play will be affected for sure. Heads will be turned. So what I want is just a clarification from Messi after talking to the Barcelona board, which is rumored to do next week. What is his decision? Does he really want to make a move, or what are his plans? That's I mean, it's important that real clarity comes out on that. And an interesting piece of news, especially there was an article in Athletic, which which really seems to be a very credible source. It's that the article states that the legality of Messi's transfer might not be as straightforward as it seems. Like that, Messi will not be able to leave on a free, and if he does leave on a free, and if Barcelona goes to the court case or somewhere, it's said that Messi will have a 6 month ban on him, and the club which he goes to will get a 2 season transfer ban. So the legal battle is gonna be a long one. That's what legal experts feel. It was a very nice article in the Athletic. Also, one or two other sources have also come out with this. Goal.com also was reporting on this about the legality of the deal. So, would City want itself to be involved in another long legal battle? Would we want to waste our resources again on paying the lawyers' fees and all? Would it be worth it after such a long fight to bring in Messi? No, I don't think. And I don't think that's really worth it going down that route. So I mean, seeing all this again, my personal honest opinion is that it's just a game of power and politics, where each side, where the side of Barcelona's board and also Messi, each one of them are trying to flex their muscles, and even Messi more than ever, and is right to as well. With the amount of talent, the services Messi has had, he doesn't deserve to play in that crap Barcelona team, which is swapping Arthur for Pjanic, and they're maybe creating a team for good old oldies. It's becoming a 30 plus FC, not Barcelona FC. So Messi is right. So what I think will happen is Messi is just flexing all of his muscles that he has, and the struggle of power and politics, which Barcelona's board, by the way, is very famous for. That's why Pep came out Pep came out and left the job at Barcelona after winning two Champions Leagues. So finally, it's just that the board leaves, the president leaves, because if Messi leaves, the entire brand of Barcelona will fall, and not many. And I mean, there might be a fall in the sponsorship deals to the club. It is going to be a huge financial loss, which Barcelona is not in a position to take, and the brand of La Liga will be affected. The TV rights that will come will be much less. I mean, it's just going to be a collapse of an entire system, I would say, if Messi leaves Spain for Manchester City. I mean, how will the brand of La Liga sustain itself? I don't know who will watch now that Barcelona team with Vidal, Pjanic, and all of those playing in midfield. It's really difficult to imagine. I think if the move happens, Spanish football will take a long time to recover, at least 3-4 years minimum. So unless they just buy in a lot of players and they don't have the financial muscle now, both Madrid and Barcelona, due to these losses. So so I just think that Messi will just end up staying, and Messi is going to win this dog fight, this political fight between him and the board. And City therefore should just have that little bit of foresight into this and go after Koulibali mercilessly. Like I was talking previously, we can't afford another mistake again in terms of defenders. We'll have to get that deal done. Napoli is crying out to get the deal done. Please go in and get the deal done. Just be ruthless. And also, I think City is calm again because they know in this current climate, no one else can afford Koulibali as well. So City is the only one. So, but it's important we get it done as soon as possible. So that we can start off on the front foot with a bang. The only thing I do not want to see is that we're again doing all those defensive mistakes, and then we realize on September 30th or something like that, just a week before the close of the transfer window, that oh, we need a center back now and pay Napoli 80 million pounds. Then again it will become a seller's market, and then get Koulibaly. No, now we are in the prime position. Now it's a buyer's market. Never has been the transfer window like this, with the buyer having more of options than the seller. The seller's desperate to uh, get rid of some players in order to have that influx of cash with them. It is almost like the oil crisis which occurred in the first week of April, where 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 people were literally giving away oil for free and no one was taking them. So the market right now is like that, and we'll have to cash in and go ruthlessly for Koulibali. So so that's it for the transfer news from today. It's actually been nice that the transfer saga of Messi has not been as much fierce as it has been in the previous week. Maybe the reason for that is maybe it's the weekend and all of that. But I just want it to be sorted out in the next week, and us to focus on that Koulibali transfer. I hope that you are really liking the content. Please like the below if you're enjoy like the video below if you're enjoying the content, and also click on the bell icon and do subscribe to the channel. I mean, it feels really wonderful to me talking to you all, expressing all of my opinion. So have a nice weekend. Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow, and take care and bye.